rating every player in each Premier League team's best 11 out of 10. Today, it's Manchester United's turn. I'm going to rate each player from 1 to 10, with 10 meaning they are the best in the league in their position, so keep that in mind. For Manchester United and Ruben Amorim, this season is massive, not just because of how bad they were last year, but also with the amount of investment they made in the squad, they just can't get it wrong again. So the pressure is definitely on. One area they haven't strengthened yet is the goalkeeper, so going into the season with Onana isn't ideal at all. It's widely known that Amorim wants a replacement, so to be honest, it may sound harsh, but I'm giving Onana a 5 out of 10 right now. Their back three is slightly weakened with Lisandro Martinez out for another month or so, but Yoro is definitely in their strongest defence. He's young with loads of potential to get better, he just needs that stability, which hopefully he'll get this season. For now, he's a 7 out of 10, but his ceiling is much higher than that. I think Maguire will fill in for Martinez, and although I think he's a good leader with lots of experience, I don't think he's good enough anymore to take them back to where they want to be. He gets a 6 out of 10. That leaves De Ligt, and despite an indifferent start to life in the Premier League, I do think he'll be better this season, so I think he's a solid 7 out of 10 for now. I still think Man United's midfield pairing needs more balance than it currently has, but that's why they're looking at Baleba to come in to likely replace Ugarte. For Ugarte though, I have to say I think he's another recent transfer that hasn't really worked out, so I can't give him more than a 6 to be honest. That leaves us with Bruno, who will play as an all-action number 8 in this side. Regardless of new signings, he's by far United's best player, his skill set is so diverse, and that means he's getting the highest rating so far with a 9 out of 10. But let me know if you think he deserves a 10 though. Ahmad will probably play at right wing back, which is a shame in some ways because he was unreal further forward at times last season. However, as a pure wing back, that does take away some of the things that he can offer, so he gets a 7 here. Dorgu, on the other hand, is a more natural wing back off the left, and I haven't been completely won over by him since he arrived in January. This season will be massive for him though, as Amorim's system takes more time to bed in, but for now, he also gets a 7. Now let's get on to what could be argued as one of the most exciting front threes in the Premier League. It's got all the tools to get Man United scoring more goals, but who knows how well they'll be able to gel together, so that is a big question mark. For Mbeumo off the right, I do think he's a top signing and is up there with some of the best right wingers in the league. Saying that, I gave Saka a 9 out of 10 recently, and I don't think Mbeumo is on his level, so he gets an 8. Then next up is Cunha. He feels like the perfect signing to play as that inside forward in Amorim's 3-4-3, so I'm excited to see if he can go up another level this season. It's difficult to compare him as his role is pretty unique, but if you line him up against creative midfielders like Palmer and Wirtz, I think another 8 out of 10 is fair. Finally, we have their most recent signing, Benjamin Sesko. Physically, he's got all the attributes to succeed in the league, so if he can adapt, he's going to be a real problem. However, I'm not judging him on his ceiling, but rather how good he is right now, and this may seem harsh, but he gets a 7 out of 10.